It's time to fight.
Redline, I got your back. Always.
Ready to punch, kick, and combo your way through a tidal wave of chaos? 2025 is shaping up to be a golden year for beat-em-up fans, with an electrifying lineup that blends old-school brawling with wild modern twists. We're talking about time-traveling rebels to revenge-driven vigilantes, and even mech-piloting animals. These games are serving up pixelated pain and cinematic carnage like never before. Solo showdowns or co-op carnage, there's something on this list to crack knuckles over. So gear up, grab your favorite controller, and let's dive into 15 of the best upcoming beat-em-up games.
Feel the dragon's wrath! Tensatsu Yachiken!
Double Dragon Revive. The streets will erupt once again in glorious chaos when a pair of legendary brothers step back into their high-top boots for a beat-down revival like no other. This time, fists won't be the only thing flying. Nostalgia will punch you straight in the face too. You'll strut through beautifully revamped alleyways, neon-lit rooftops, and grungy backlots, all recreated with modern 3D visuals that still tip their bandana to the 80s arcade flair. But don't let the slick coat of paint fool you. Underneath lies the raw, belt-scrolling brawling that'll make your thumbs sweat like it's 1987 again. Baseball bats, crates, knives, every level will be a buffet of street tools for maximum smash factor. Enemy AI will evolve too, with patterns that keep you guessing, not yawning. And the best part? You'll get to pre-order this chaos-fueled package to snag bonus content like a whole dodgeball side game and some very slick alt-color costumes. Dropping on October 23rd, 2025. This is your official invite back to the Brawl. Pack your knuckle dusters. Marvel Cosmic Invasion. The galaxy's in flames. The annihilation wave is crashing through realities, and your favorite heroes are ready to punch their way across dimensions in a pixel-powered explosion of fists, quips, and cosmic chaos. This interstellar brawler will toss you from Hell's Kitchen to the negative zone faster than Spider-Man can say bad neighborhood, with a roster packed tighter than the collector's trophy room. Whether you're swinging through the stars as Peter Parker or slicing through bug monsters with Wolverine, every level will feel like a playable comic book splash page, just way more punchable. Gameplay will center around the Cosmic Swap system, letting you instantly tag between two selected heroes for seamless team combos and epic super moves. Want to pair Captain America with Phyla Vel? Go for it. Wolverine and Nova? Absolutely unhinged. Each hero will bring their own style, from ranged photon blasts to crowd-clearing berserker barrages, encouraging strategic mashups that feel like a fantasy draft gone right. And yes, whether you're couch co-oping or fighting online, the drop-in/drop-out design will keep the action flowing smoother than the Silver Surfer on a caffeine rush. Landing sometime in 2025, this will be the multiversal beat-em-up fans didn't even know they needed.
Redline, as your combat AI, I have to warn you that pressing the wrong floor may lead to unexpected consequences.
Who the fuck are you?
Spine. When a rogue street artist teams up with a sentient spinal implant to throw fists, bullets, and stylish rebellion in a neon-drenched dystopia, you know things are about to get violently poetic. In this upcoming cyberpunk gut punch of a game, you'll be handed the keys to a cinematic beat-em-up gun-fu ballet, where every step, slide, and shootout is choreographed like you're starring in a blockbuster that never lets up. But make no mistake, this ain't just eye candy. It's jaw-breaking, slow-mo infused, high-stakes mayhem where style is survival. You'll dive into combat that blends melee, brawling, and up-close gunfire into a seamless experience thanks to an innovative combat camera that swings, zooms, and pivots with cinematic flair. Redline, your playable protagonist, will chain parkour, punches, and pistol shots with the help of Spine, her extremely opinionated AI implant that adds sass and tactical genius to every encounter. From sterile megacorp towers to rain-soaked alleyways pulsing with rebellion, the world will be as reactive as the fists you throw. Choices will ripple across the city, and the duo's bond will grow with every splattered goon. Coming in late 2025, this is the cyberpunk beatdown opera you never knew your inner rebel needed. Absolum. The magical world has cracked like a cheap goblet at a wizard frat party, and now the only way to fix it is by punching evil directly in the crown. Welcome to a fantasy brawler that takes your childhood love of pixel beatdowns and spikes it with roguelike chaos, enchanted blunderbusses, and a revolution led by angry necromancers, dwarves with trauma, and one seriously lost soul looking for itself. This isn't just about cleaning up the streets. It's about burning down the whole throne room of tyranny with spellfire and fists. You'll roam across the shattered world of Talam, choosing your path through enemy-infested ruins, corrupted forests, and magical war zones. Combat will demand brains and brute force, mixing meaty combo chains with sorcery-fueled special moves that reward precise timing and tactical creativity. Expect a roguelike twist, where each run reshuffles your enemies, items, and encounters, making no rebellion the same twice. And with local and online co-op, you can share the rebellion with a buddy or two, because nothing says "down with the Sun King" like synchronized elemental beatdowns. With a launch set for 2025, this will be the uprising that finally gives you a reason to chant magic rules while throwing haymakers. Rah, rah, boom. Earth's been trashed. The AI uprising is in full swing, and high school is officially cancelled, because the only thing standing between humanity and total robotic domination is 4 cyber ninja cheerleaders with sass, swords, and seriously explosive combos. This is what happens when you mash side-scrolling beat-em-up chaos with shoot-em-up madness, sprinkle in Saturday morning cartoon energy, and crank the style dial to 11. And let's be honest, what's cooler than V, Cider, Iris, and Ren flipping through air while launching photon-charged pom-pom punches? The unique lane-based movement system will give fights a tactical twist, because when laser beams are flying and mechs are exploding, dodging like a dance ninja is key. You'll gather scrap to level up your squad, unlocking new attacks, flashy combos, and vibe-matching outfits. 9 wild levels will take you through sewers, swamps, and even malfunctioning theme parks, all drawn in bold, animated art that feels like a comic book exploded in your console. Releasing in August 2025, this one's ready to bring friendship, fury, and firepower to your beat-em-up cravings.
They left me with nothing. No justice, no peace, just names on the wall. The hunt isn't over. Not until I kill them all.
Acts of blood. Revenge isn't just a dish best served cold. It's served with broken noses, shattered furniture, and a body count in this blood-soaked, bone-breaking, beat-em-up revenge tale set in the criminal underbelly of Bandung. After watching his family fall to the machinations of his father's corrupt rival, law student Hendra decides that justice doesn't wear a robe. It wears bruised knuckles, a switchblade, and maybe a leather jacket. Welcome to the kind of game where legal loopholes are replaced with flying knees, and justice is one headshot away. You'll stomp through alleys, mansions, and corporate dens of evil in brutal hand-to-hand combat that doesn't pull punches. Every brawl will explode with impact thanks to dynamic animations, gory finishers, and destructible environments that turn chairs, tables, and shattered glass into impromptu instruments of pain. Weapon variety will keep things spicy, from savage melee toys to bang-bang firepower, all used with stylish flair. And when the fists aren't flying, Hendra will vault, leap, and climb his way through tactical parkour sequences that make every encounter feel cinematic. With outfit customization to suit your flavor of vengeance and a mature story dripping in corruption and carnage, this 2025 release is not for the faint of heart, but perfect for those who crave justice, the old-fashioned way. Detained, too good for school. The school bell's ringing, but class is in session for street justice, not algebra. You'll step into the steel-toed boots of a freshly released delinquent, ready to turn Swinster City into a personal playground of payback, poor choices, and perfectly executed beatdowns. With revenge burning hotter than cafeteria chili, forget detention. It's about domination. The man who murdered your brother runs this town, but you've got fists, fury, and a dangerously flexible moral compass on your side. Gameplay will toss you into a gritty sandbox, where earning XP can come from sparring at the gym, crafting deadly weapons from scrap, or passing high school classes in science, combat, and street smarts. Want to go full chaos gremlin? Smash ATMs, start bar fights, and flip off the police, but be prepared to run. Swinster is alive with day-night cycles, secret alleys, and neon-lit corners dripping with danger and opportunity. Recruit classmates, build relationships, or more than relationships, and shape your story by either saving the city or dragging it into glorious anarchy. Coming sometime in 2025, this wild fusion of River City heat and Yakuza-styled chaos will make truancy look like a public service. City of Rampage. Comic panels will bleed, fists will fly, and retro rage will be reborn in this 2D throwback brawler that punches nostalgia in the jaw and then drop kicks it into a flaming trash can. A gritty love letter to Sega classics, this game won't just pay homage. It'll suplex your memories, scribble over them with stylish hand-drawn mayhem, and throw in a bass-pumping soundtrack that sounds like it was stolen from a 90s arcade on fire. You'll storm through side-scrolling cityscapes that feel ripped from the pages of a graphic novel, battling waves of goons who hit hard and hit often. The advanced mechanics will demand perfectly timed parries, combo mastery, and environmental awareness, all while bosses twice your size try to flatten you into sidewalk art. Each level will throw new challenges, new enemy types, and new comic-style set pieces that keep every minute explosive. Whether it's back-alley brawls or rooftop showdowns, every stage will deliver full-throttle action layered with old-school flair and modern edge. Launching sometime in 2025, this one's ready to ink your name into beat-em-up history, with blood, sweat, and the occasional flying knee to the skull. Fallen City Brawl. The streets takes 4 hard-nosed misfits, a feral wolf, and a criminal empire dumb enough to cross them. In this pixelated throwdown, built like it just escaped from a 1991 arcade machine, you'll slam, suplex, and riot your way across a city that's not just fallen, it's begging to be broken apart. With hand-drawn pixel art, chunkier than a VHS tape, and cutscenes juicier than an action movie marathon, every punch will land with retro power and modern flair. You'll get to choose between 4 distinct characters, each with their own brutal movesets, while also tag-teaming with your trusty wolf sidekick, who's always ready to sink teeth into trouble. 8 stages packed with chaos, from graffiti-tagged alleyways to colourful meat markets, will challenge you to bring the pain with pipes, knives, chainsaws, and even flying oil drums. This Q3 2025 release is locked and loaded to restore order the old-fashioned way, one beatdown at a time. Terrifier, the ARTcade game. Lights, camera, carnage. It's showtime. And the star of this retro gore fest isn't here for an Oscar. He's here to saw, slice, and smash his way through movie sets like they're made of meat. In this pixel-perfect tribute to the blood-soaked chaos of Terrifier, you'll play as the silent, smiling slasher himself, Art the Clown, and every level is a backstage pass to mayhem. But instead of sticking to the script, you'll be tearing it up, along with every extra grip and crew member dumb enough to stand in your way. You'll wield everything from meat cleavers to chainsaws, turning every movie set into your personal butcher shop. Expect stage variety galore, with branching paths, over-the-top boss fights, and 6 different game modes to keep the blood flowing and the pixels screaming. Local co-op chaos lets up to 4 players either join forces or descend into slapstick betrayal, all backed by a glorious chiptune soundtrack that sounds like an NES died screaming. Launching sometime in 2025, this twisted love letter to horror and arcade games will be the most fun you'll have without a rating board approval. Honk honk, Art's got work to do.
Dicey Krime, a failed lab experiment whose mission is to clear the streets of underworld crime. Unlock Dicey's many abilities.
Dicey Krime Traveler of Time. Time travel just got way less scientific and way more punchy. Instead of polishing your flux capacitor, you'll be slamming your fists into cavemen, pirates, cyberpunks, and probably a few mutants wearing sunglasses indoors. This off-the-rails beat-em-up takes side-scrolling chaos and straps a jetpack to it, launching you and your ragtag gang of sarcastic time travelers into 12 global regions, from prehistoric dirt patches to neon-soaked, chrome-plated futures where everything beeps angrily. You'll choose from 3 main heroes, Dicey, Kane Beast, and Hina, and smash your way through hand-drawn madness, backed by a soundtrack that sounds like someone let a marching band loose in a power tool factory. Combat will be stacked with infinite combos, deadly special attacks, and an arsenal of absurd weapons that make every punchline hit just as hard as your actual punches. Whether you're going solo, dragging friends into couch co-op, or hopping online to bash baddies across timelines, the wild humor and pop culture jabs will keep you grinning between uppercuts. Packed with DLC fighters, unlockable skills, sarcastic dialogues, and enough 2D animation to make animators weep with joy, this TBA 2025 gem will prove that justice has no era and absolutely no chill. Breeze in the clouds. The world's fate will rest on 4 stubby legs, 1 wagging tail, and a corgi who can conjure tornadoes with a sneeze. In this hand-drawn elemental beat-em-up, you'll channel the fury of the skies as Breeze, a fluffy good boy turned furry force of nature. One minute he's chasing tennis balls, the next he's battling pollution-spewing hyenas and bureaucracy-loving weather gods in a city where every animal controls a storm and every boss fight feels like Mother Nature's throwing a tantrum. You'll dash, slash, zap, and transform through multiple biomes, each ruled by bosses who don't just fight, they forecast doom. You'll call in support creatures, manipulate the weather mid-fight, and even solve climate chaos with jazz-fueled rhythm. Yes, the soundtrack slaps harder than a thunderclap, blending samba, swing, and smooth grooves as you skyhop across Tropolis. Releasing sometime in 2025, this game will be the definitive answer to who's a good boy? It's Breeze. He's going to punch a thundercloud in the face to save the planet, and we're all here for it. King Redemption. Sanity snapped like a brittle crown, And now the only way to fix the kingdom is to beat the madness out of it, one cursed corridor at a time. In this twisted tale of love, loss, and limbs flying everywhere, you'll rally a team of sinners turned saviors in a brooding brawler where redemption is earned the old-fashioned way, through fists, fury, and a few well-timed special moves. The Mad King tried to cheat death and resurrect his queen, but all he got was eternal chaos, a throne of bones, and a date with your entire angry brotherhood. You'll choose from 4 flawed heroes, each with a sin-soaked past, distinct fighting styles, and stats that can shift how you battle. Dish out slow, brutal blows or dart through shadows. The key is teamwork, even if you're playing solo. Damage to the Mad King carries across runs, meaning victory comes through clever persistence, skillful upgrades, and maybe a little divine intervention. With unlockable artifacts, new moves, and a creeping sense of dread wrapped in retro-styled combat, this TBA 2025 release will turn your quest for salvation into a gorgeous, gory grind for glory. Underling Uprising. When a deranged scientist turns you into a half-lizard, half-cyber gorilla with jet legs and unresolved daddy-ish, you don't call a lawyer, you start an uprising. This beat-em-up extravaganza throws you headfirst into a neon-splattered love letter to 90s cartoons, where every frame screams Saturday morning, but every combo slaps like a Friday night fight club. You'll join the Underlings, a team of weirdos with wildly unique powers, on a globe-trotting, mech-mounting, boss-smashing revenge tour to punch your creator's PhD right off his wall. The open-ended combo system lets you string together ridiculous juggles, air cancels, supers, and mid-fight creativity with enough flash to blind your enemies, and probably your friends. You'll master deep mechanics like super armor, double jumps, and hovering across 7 jam-packed stages that escalate from city brawls to interstellar chaos. Mounts like space pods and mech suits will shake up the flow, while Versus mode adds that chaotic, accidentally uppercut your friend. Whether you're chasing high scores or just beating up science with science, this 2026 release will give you all the tools and tentacle you need to make this uprising your masterpiece. MechAnimals. The world's gone full diesel punk dystopia. The skies are choked with smoke, and every corner of the map is swarming with robotic foot soldiers powered by corporate greed. And who's gonna save the day? A squad of tiny, adorable woodland critters in heavily armed mechs, obviously. This isn't your grandma's Saturday morning cartoon. It's Hades meets Kung Fu Panda with a splash of, "No, seriously, I can't believe this isn't a movie yet." You'll play as the furriest freedom fighters in gaming, switching between squishy pilot mode and hulking upgradable mechs to smash Croc Inc. into scrap metal. As you complete each chaotic run, you'll unlock new mechs, each with totally different playstyles like ninja dashers, long-range snipers, and fortress-sized brutes. Between missions, you'll return to your mobile train base, because why not, to prep for the next wild showdown. Whether going solo, bringing in NPC allies, or teaming up with real-life friends for couch co-op and PvP, every match will be a toy box of mayhem. No release date yet, but when MechAnimals finally rolls in, you'll be ready to save the planet with lasers, paws, and renewable steam energy. And there you have it, 15 bone-crushing, boss-smashing, combo-stacking brawlers that will turn 2025 into the ultimate throwdown year. Even if you're a pixel purist, a 3D chaos lover, or just in it for the wild stories and sweet soundtrack drops, these beat-em-ups are ready to throw hands in the best way possible. From classic revivals to bold new IPs, this genre's far from down for the count. Which one are you most hyped for? Let us know. And don't forget to keep that health bar high and your fists flying. The streets are calling, and the fight is far from over.